Well, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim joined thousands of pro-Palestinian supporters in Kuala Lumpur to condemn Israeli strikes in Gaza. Malaysia has long been a vocal supporter of the Palestinian cause and has called for a two-state solution to the conflict between Israel and the Palestinians. The country does not have diplomatic relations with Israel. Well, Lead India correspondent Patrick Fok joins us live from Singapore. Patrick, good morning. Can you, in specifics, tell us more about the protests in Kuala Lumpur and what the Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has to say?
Good morning to you. Well, I mean, this was one of several rallies and demonstrations that have taken place in Muslim-majority Malaysia in recent days. But this was the biggest one that we've seen yet, 16,000 people, according to reports. And the first one attended by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim himself. Reports say there were lots of people there donning the keffiyeh, that's the traditional Palestinian scarf, many of them holding placards calling for peace in the Middle East. Prime Minister Anwar stood before the crowd at an indoor stadium in the capital saying that the conflict has reached a level of insanity where we're seeing people butchered and babies killed and hospitals and schools bombed and destroyed. And he said that it was the height of barbarism. And he also said that Malaysia stands with the Palestinian people yesterday, today and tomorrow. Now, as you said, Malaysia doesn't have any diplomatic relations with Israel. It's long been a supporter of the Palestinian cause and advocates a two-state solution. But this really speaks to the polarization that we're seeing in the world right now. And this has huge implications, a lot of people would say, for the West and its ties with many countries in this part of the world.
Well, there are also reports that there are some restrictions placed on protesters at some demonstrations. What can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. We've read about some reports at least one of the rallies that took place over the weekend saying the organizers prevented some of the protesters from holding placards depicting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as the devil, and also with negative images of President Joe Biden. They also prevented people from using the Islamic chant, God is great. And, there were some frustrations among the demonstrators who said that the organizers appeared to be more concerned about the tone of the rally and being politically correct than with actually supporting the Palestinian people. The organizers, however, have said that, they wanted this to be an inclusive rally, that it wasn't about religion, and they wanted it to be multiracial as well. And as some supporters have said at some of the protests that have been taking place in Malaysia, this isn't about religion, this is about humanity.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you. Appreciate you joining us. That is Patrick Fok reporting live from Hong Kong.